Hi, we're going to talk about selection criteria now. Love selection criteria. I do a lot of selection criteria, and I'm going to explain to you in under 5 minutes exactly how it works and what we look for, what you've got to do. No 20-minute videos here. So, the first thing you've got to look at is the Leadership Competency Framework, LCF. Every government, state government, federal, local, they all have them. So what is an LCF? Well, that's just simply the level. So let's just take policies and procedures. If you're a level 1, we expect you to know the policies and procedures and be able to follow them and put them in place. But if you go all the way up to executive level, level 8 and above, we expect you to be able to write the policies and procedures. And it flows down from there in relation to management of policies and procedures. So that's what an LCF is about. That's the first thing to remember. You've always got to remember that we take into account the level. So we want you writing at the level, not below the level of the position that you're going for. The second part is roles and responsibilities. Every job ad has roles and responsibilities and the selection criteria. The roles and responsibilities are what you do day in, day out. Now, they are what we respond to inside the criteria. So I can give you a really good example, communication. So up at top in the roles and responsibilities, depends on the job. You may have communicate with the team, communicate with stakeholders, communicate with others. Whatever it may be, that is what you're going to respond to. And if you go down into the selection criteria, you'll actually see one that says demonstrated capacity in oral and written communication. So what you're going to do is respond using an example and an outcome, which we will explain in a second, but based on the roles and responsibilities, whether it's your demonstrated capacity is communicating with others, communicating with stakeholders, communicating with the team. And it's going to be at the level of the Leadership Competency Framework. So that's fairly basic. A lot of people get confused, very confused in relation to the STAR method, the CAR method, all these different methods. And there's a lot of them. You don't have to worry about that. All you have to know is example and outcome. So if you give a good example and it gives us an outcome, that is the result, that is answering the criteria to the level that we want. So it's pretty basic. It's not that hard, except that people find it hard to write because they have difficulty understanding what is the level, how do I write this, what do I write it at. So please remember, Leadership Competency Framework, roles and responsibilities, selection criteria, example and outcome. If you remember all of them, you're not going to have a problem. Please subscribe to the channel, follow it, share it with friends. Happy to answer any questions at all in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hi, Ian Waller here, Director of Employment One. You may or may not have heard of our incredible platform where you respond to our specific questions and it writes your resume and selection criteria for you. Yep, it writes it. It is thanks to our own re-engineered AI. ChatGPT gives you text. We give you an application. We offer this as a great price for a 1-year license, $88 for the resume and cover letters, $220 for the resume and criteria. You've got unlimited use with the criteria. There's 5 a month, but you can go ahead and use them, store up, get your library going, start applying for jobs. It's got great success out there already. We only just released it recently and people are already getting interviews and jobs as a result of it. Use code BLUE to get this price at the checkout.